Welcome to the user manual for the Robotics Academy website. The first thing to go over in this website is the navbar, which is seen at the top of most of the pages in the site. This logo is what can return the user from anywhere in this website back to the welcome page, which is this current page. The About Us, the Immersive Learning, the Innovation Network, and the Automation Marketplace are all links to a landing page and also have their own drop-down menus because these landing pages are connected to a multitude of other pages. The Aperture logo contains 3 links in its drop-down menu: the Contact Us page, the Sign Up page, and the Login page. These will change if the user is logged in. Now let's go over the main part of the welcome page. Other than the information that's on this page, this graphic in the center can also be interacted with. When you hover over each of these branches, you will see a fade in of what is connected to each of these branches. Further down, you also have a way to access the other pages, much like the navbar. These will go directly to the landing pages for Immersive Learning, Innovation Network, and Automation Marketplace. Further down is the information on the statistics of why the Robotics Academy came to be. Let's move on to the next part, the About Us landing page. In this landing page, it has more information about the Robotics Academy and the program. This button leads into a project summary PDF. The Our Team button, much like the navbar in how it shows our team, leads to the page that contains the information on everyone that took part in making the Robotics Academy work. Each of these images can be hovered over for the name and the role of the person. They can also be clicked on. For example, the image led to her profile on the FIU website. Now let's return back to the About Us. It also goes to the latest news page as seen on the navbar. And the latest news page has a project brief, and each card that's under its latest news has a read more button, which links to another website. This is the collaborators that helped Robotics Academy happen. The 2 pages that weren't mentioned in the About Us is the Milestones page, which is a timeline on the important events most relevant to the Robotics Academy website. Clicking on any of the boxes either redirects to a different website with more information or to a PDF with more information. The About Us drop-down menu also involves the summit. The summit happened in November 2019, and a multitude of people came to the summit. There were several keynote speakers. Andrew Tse Jacobs, Matthew Tribble, Dr. Phil Bernstein, and Philip Yan. These people have a link to their LinkedIn page. And further down, there's also the Summit Report, which is a PDF. So that is all that is part of the About Us. Next, let's move into the Immersive Learning landing page. Each of these can be clicked on to show a text box and a Learn More button. So far, only the VR, AR Lab, and the Open Media Lab have been completed. The in-person training and the remote to robot are still under construction. This is another way to access these pages without relying on the nav bar. The VR AR Lab has a VR AR demo in it. The Immersive Learning also has the Open Media Lab. So far, this is one of the more complete pages. Most of the interactives for this part is within the blue box. You can click on the Learn More button to move into the course page for the industrial robotic arm applications. Within this course are a multitude of lessons, like the CNC milling lesson. If you press on the plus sign in this card, you'll be able to add it to the dashboard if you are logged in. But for now, let's go to the start lesson. This is a in-between page. And you go further in, you'll go to the PowerPoint for this particular lesson, in this case, CNC milling. When you're done going through the PowerPoint, you can click on Start Quiz to start the quiz for CNC milling. When you're done with the quiz, you can hit the Submit Quiz button at the bottom of the quiz page. The next thing to be shown is the Innovation Network homepage. So far, the Wikipedia and the research and development pages attached to Innovation Network are still under construction. The two that are completed so far is the Roboticist Forum and the Use Case Showroom. First, let's go to the Roboticist Forum. In this forum, you have discussions. You can ask a question, but you must be logged in to do so. You can press the More button on any of these discussions to review a larger, more in-depth part of the discussion. Pressing this returns you back to the forum page. Each of these forums can be filtered by what they are. in topic, like general topic, random topic, feedback topic, or introduction topic. The search bar also allows you to look up more quickly a discussion post. The other page that works in Innovation Network is the use case showroom. The use case showroom also has a search bar to look up and filter a desired use case. Each of the use cases can be added to the dashboard by clicking on this button. And if you press the Learn More button, it'll open up a more in-depth description of each of the use cases. The next thing that will be shown is the Automation Market homepage. So far, the Venture Cafe and the Automation Forum are still works in progress, but the employment matchmaking is available. Like the previous use case page, there's a search bar to help filter out the desired job listing. To add a job listing to your dashboard if you're logged in, all you have to do is just press the plus sign. Each of these cards can be clicked on to open up a more in-depth job description. Now let's go to the Contact Us page. The Contact Us page is the method in how to contact the support team behind Robotics Academy. If you're using this on a mobile device and you press the call button, it will actually open up a call. Whereas if you press on the email button, if applicable, it will automatically open up the email app on your device. If you have access to neither, you can leave a message and a receipt will be sent to the email that you added to the message in the email address text box after you hit submit. Now let's show the sign up page. The sign up page is very similar to the login page, except this is accordingly creating a new account with Robotics Academy, and therefore you also have to check the checkbox to agreeing to the terms of service. If you already have an account, then you can use the login. This can be used to recover your password. Now we've logged in, so you can see how the dashboard and the logout buttons have replaced the previously there sign in and sign up buttons. In the dashboard, it's split into several sections. In the dashboard, you have your personalized account of what you added to it. From lessons in progress, which is pulled from the Open Media Lab, to your jobs, which is pulled from the employment matchmaking, and your learning, which is use cases, which is pulled from the use case showroom. Each of these can be removed by pressing on the minus sign. This links to back to the Open Media page. If you click on these cards, it'll open up the description as similarly seen from the areas in which these came from. Last but not least, in the dashboard, there's also the additional learning carousel. The carousel contains information and topics that could be learned at the bottom of most of the web pages, much like how the nav bar is at the top of most of the web pages. There's also the footer. The footer has 4 different links. One to the FIU Communications, Architecture, and the Arts website. One to the FIU Engineering Computing website. One to nsf.gov. And the last to the Instagram for Robotics Academy. Thank you for listening to the user manual.